Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to learn how to paint different kinds of skies. So let's get started. So if you see my previous paintings, I love to make the sky so dramatic and I love to paint skies. So in today's video, I will show techniques and methods that I use to paint these skies. You can find many inspirations about the color combinations, about the clouds, and by searching in the Google. So let's begin with our class today. So these are the brushes that I am going to use in today's class, and I'm using a palette from Neveska Palitra White Nights, and I have taken Artiza cold press paper, 100% cotton one. The first sky that we are going to paint today is a clear sky. So for this we need 2 pools of clear paint. Let's mix blue for the upper part of the sky, and I want the bottom part to be warmer as it is towards the horizon. I am taking yellow ochre for the warmer color. So let's load your brush with the first color and start spreading the paint from left to right and right to left until you reach half or 3/4. And next you clean your brush and load your brush with the second color and do the same. A clear sky may not always be uniform all over, but probably becomes warmer or paler towards horizon. So we paint this sky if we want to give more details to the foreground than to the sky. It is the best option. And next we'll paint a cloudy sky now. For this we will use wet on wet technique. Spread water evenly onto your background, and next apply the background color that you want the sky to be. I am taking the blue color here. Paint the background in the same way as in the first technique, that is a clear sky. And now take a smaller brush and load it with a darker shade to paint the clouds. We have to do this part when the paper is still wet. Apply paint in random shapes as it resembles clouds on the places that you want the clouds to be. Larger control over the brush is required as the water spreads more as it is still wet. And I am applying darker tone at the bottoms for the cloud shadows. So wet on wet technique gives the clouds softy edges. So this is our second one. The next one is a sunset sky. If we see sky during sunset or sunrise, we see a bright round spot in the sky. For this we are using wet on wet technique. I applied water evenly onto the paper and start with a warmer color and paint around a circle, and that bright circle, it is our sun, and make it more warmer as we go away from the round. Here I am adding orange, yellow, orange, and last blue. I made it the cooler tone blue color as we go far from the sky. I don't want to leave it is simple, so I am adding clouds as we did in the second part. So that's it. If we want the sky to be more brighter, try adding a second layer over the first one. It should make it more brighter. And the next sky that we are going to paint is I don't know what to call. I generally paint this more in my paintings. I just randomly add some bright lines in the middle of the sky. If we see sky and if we see, we call these as cirrus clouds. It is generally characterized by thin wispy strands. We can see a lot of them in the sky, but we find them in sky blue and white color, and rarely we can find them in colors during sunrise and sunset. So I add these skies more in my paintings. I love to paint these. And the next sky that we are going to paint now is a cloudy sky. For this we'll use wet on wet technique. We don't wet the complete paper, we just leave some areas without wetting it. They act as the cloud tops. I have learned this technique recently by learning from the book Classic Techniques of Watercolor by Ray Campbell Smith. It is an awesome book. It is a must read for the landscape lovers. So after wetting the paper, try adding the color of your choice. So I have taken blue color here. So the areas we left without adding water will be white. And try adding depth to the parts you want. So yeah, it's done. We can see some puffy kind of clouds in this technique. I love this a lot. For the next clouds, we will use tissue paper for the clouds. So paint the paper evenly and take a tissue paper to remove the paint from that when it is still wet. The pressure we apply on the tissue paper matters much. If we apply more pressure, the whole paint from that area will be removed and it will be whiter. And if we want it to be a little darker, apply less pressure. This is one of the most common technique that is used to paint the clouds. So after drying, I am adding some deeper tones to the clouds to add depth, and adding more deeper tones for the cloud shadows at the bottom of the clouds. And I'm adding a one more layer for this as it become paler. I want it to be brighter. So that's it. These are all the techniques and methods that I use regularly in painting skies in my paintings. As you see in my Instagram, you will find out. So thank you friends for watching this video. Hope you like it, and please do subscribe to my channel.